Alright, so as we already know, we recently had the Dragon Ball Genki Datamasuri event, which, oh my gosh, bro, they absolutely delivered with that event. I really wish I could have reacted to it, but I unfortunately was busy. I would have screamed my lungs out, but I know for a fact that thing was peak, and if you're a Dragon Ball fan, we are eating good, bro. Alright, but I wanted to do like a little recap of what they showed us last night in case you haven't seen it, or in case you're not a Dragon Ball fan and you really want to see and check this out. So first of all, we have the one thing that people are going absolutely crazy about. We're finally getting the Moro arc animated and adapted in late 2027. And this was huge news because we've been asking for this for like the past 8 years, and after 8 years they finally delivered. And bro, I'm glad the leaks were wrong, kind of. We will get to that into a bit, but man, the Moro arc getting animated is just crazy. And as we already know, the Moro arc is one of the most popular arcs in terms of Dragon Ball Super for the fans, so of course this getting animated is a huge deal. And apparently, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to go straight from the Tournament of Power directly to the Moro arc, which is absolutely crazy because, I mean, Dragon Ball Super Broly is what takes place after the Tournament of Power, unless they just randomly surprise us with a remake of that as well, which would be insane. I don't think so, but yeah, so instead of having the Dragon Ball Super Broly after Tournament of Power, we're getting straight into that Moro arc, which is, oh my gosh, bro. And continuing on the anime train, we also have Dragon Ball Super Beerus, which of course was totally unexpected, but once again, I guess the leaks were kind of true because we did get a Dragon Ball Super 2 and a remake, kind of, but this time of Battle of Gods. Don't get me wrong, the thing looks absolutely beautiful, but as many people are saying, this is literally like the third time we're getting to see a remake of this specific movie again. Once again, we have Battle of Gods, we have the adaptation in Dragon Ball Super, and then now we're getting Dragon Ball Super Beerus, which, hey, don't get me wrong, that thing was beautiful. And apparently it should release in fall of 2026, which of course is this year, and if I'm not mistaken, it can possibly come out in September or October, which, hey, those are good months. It still has that similar Dragon Ball Super aesthetic to it, but it looks a lot better now, and it just looks so much more colorful, and just overall just looks so beautiful, man. That's the best I could give it. Now moving on to the game side of things, which this is probably what people are very excited about as well, as we're getting a new game called, well, for now, it's a project, Game Project Age 1000, and it should release in 2027. Now in terms of what this game is actually going to be, it's very difficult as it was just a CGI trailer and not necessarily any gameplay or anything, as it's still in development. But I've seen many people say that this could be Dragon Ball Online, and if it's not that, it could be Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Now once again, it could be either one of these two games, but I feel like people are leaning towards Dragon Ball Online 2. Considering the fact that they also said that this game is going to take place in the future, and if you guys remember in Dragon Ball Online, that game took place 216 years after the events of Goku's departure. But once again, it could also be Xenoverse 3, and they could just be showing the CGI trailer, as once again, you do have a created character in this specific trailer. Hopefully they show us gameplay really soon, because I feel like I can't wait for this game, because I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us, and I know many people are very intrigued and very curious to see what this game is. Now continuing on with the game aspect of things, we also have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, which also released DLC, which people are actually pretty hyped about, considering we're finally going to get Super 17 and Demon King Piccolo. This is looking to be like one of the biggest updates for Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, considering we're going to get new super attacks, probably revamped ones, if not maybe just overall new ones, new costumes, new modes, which I'm very intrigued to see what that's about. And of course, new stages, which, thank you bro, they finally listened. It's been ages since we have had a new map, considering we also recently got the Dragon Ball Daima map, which, hey, that one looks pretty sick, but I'm trying to see new ones as well. So I guess maybe Dragon Ball Sparking Zero might be saved, and Season 2 might be looking a little bit more promising than what we expected, so hopefully they can deliver with this season. And we also got news for Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends, and Squadra. And in case you haven't seen, Squadra recently got their new season with Super Vegito, Kefla, and Bardock, so it's probably just going to be continuous updates as well for that, and we will get 10 capsules for you to summon some stuff. And as for Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, we're going to get 5 stones, man. Yeah, give me 5 stones to do one single summon, but I'll take it. And as you already know, that the 11th anniversary is going to be taking place pretty soon, and they're going to be broadcasting all the information for the 11th anniversary animations on the 28th, so that's in 3 days, so that's pretty hype. I guess it was mostly just to promote their stuff over there with other people, so hey, why not, I guess. And of course, we also have Dragon Ball Legends information, which, oh my gosh, dude, This is absolutely insane. I know many people have been asking for this character to get some love. Ultra Buuhan is coming to the game. Ultra Buuhan, which is absolutely crazy, and we're gonna also get 100cc, so I guess another single summon as well. It's kind of crazy to see all these games get this amount of love as well, but I'm pretty excited to see what Fighters has in store for us later on this year. So yeah, this was like a little recap in case you missed anything for the Dragon Ball Z 40th anniversary, and of course this whole event that has happened, and I gotta say, they absolutely delivered. The only thing is that we have to wait a little bit longer, but we will be getting the Beerus saga again later on this year, which, hey, to be fair, it looks pretty hype. But remember, all this doesn't end just yet, as in March, if I'm not mistaken, we will be getting Dragon Ball Battle Hour, and we will be getting more news in terms of fighters and other games, so I guess stay tuned for that as well. So, hey man, I'm excited, I'm hyped, and as a Dragon Ball fan, it's probably one of the best times to be a fan, considering we're finally getting that Moro arc animated, we're finally getting DLC in Sparking Zero, we're finally getting a new Dragon Ball game, and a bunch of other things that is coming to the franchise, and all I can say is we are eating good, my boys. So yeah, you guys let me know in the comments down below, what did you guys think of this event? Did they deliver? Did they not? I guess I'll catch you guys in the comments, and for now, stay safe, take care, and peace.